Global War 36 enthusiast here with Operation Thunderball, turn 12.8 KMT. It is January 1942. I have 3 IPP to spend, but I'm purchasing nothing. I'm doing nothing this turn. Everything's staying the same. I collect 1, so I end the turn with 4 IPP. Turn 12.9. I have 7 tech rolls with the US. First, I tried for radar at a 7 or higher. PPE generated a 9, so I succeeded and I advanced to stage 2. Second, I tried for improved factories at a 7 or higher. PPE generated a 5, so I failed. Third, I tried for improved construction at a 7 or higher. PPE generated a 6, so I failed. Fourth, I tried for amphibious doctrine at a 7 or higher. PPE generated a 7, so I succeeded and advanced to stage 1. Fifth, I tried for jet fighters at an 8 or higher. PPE generated a 2, so I failed. I remain at stage 3. Sixth, I tried for long-range aircraft at an 8 or higher. PPE generated a 10, so I succeeded, and I'm at stage 3. And seventh, I tried for large ship construction at an 8 or higher. PPE generated a 7, so I failed, and I remain at stage 3. Purchases. I have 74 IPP to spend. I will get 2 infantry for 6, 2 marines for 8, that's 14, 5 advanced artillery for 20, that's 34, 1 heavy strategic bomber for 13, that's 47. I'll complete construction of that heavy cruiser for 5, that's 52. 1 naval transport for 7, that's 59. I'm going to lend lease anti-aircraft artillery to Anzac for 4, that's 63. 1 fighter lend leased to Free France, 410, brings me up to 73, so I'll save 1. Okay, combat movement. I am going to have some combat movement. Let's come over here, swivel up a bit, so I can see what's going on way up there, north of the map. Okay, from Nova Scotia, 1 naval transport will leave port, pick up 2 mountain infantry, move to sea zone A35, drop off the 2 mountain infantry. So these guys will come down here to A35, drop off these 2 in Galician Lyon. From New York, 2 naval transports will leave port, cross 1, 2, 3. They will drop off 2 advanced artillery and 2 infantry. I wish I had a marine, so if he does hit me, I'll lose those 2 infantry. From southern England, this medium bomber will fly 1, 2, 3. So I've still got a range of 3 because I'm coming from an air base, or does he only have? I think he has a range of 5, so I think he does have 6. Okay. And from Gibraltar, let me see if that's on camera. Oh yeah, it's definitely on camera. The infantry and the light armor will go up here as a walk-on in here to Western Andalusia. So infantry and light armor. It's not worth anything. Alright, that's my only combat. So let's get this squared up. See if I can do a better job filming. Let's see if that's... Then we'll swivel this down. So we've got it. No, I don't think it's quite. Okay, that's pretty good. Alright, so in Galicia, Lyon, it's mountainous. I've got 2 infantry that are knocked down to 1, and 2 mountain infantry that attack at 2, and then the medium bomber at 7 versus the 1 infantry at 4. Here's the 2 infantry, just normal infantry at 1. Here's the 2 mountain infantry at 2. And here is the bomber, medium bomber, I need a 7. Miss. Okay, so the one I wanted to miss on is this first one because this will hurt me with 2. Yeah, damn it. Okay, so I lose 2 infantry there. Price of not being prepared. All right. Next round, I've got two. Now I've offload my artillery, the advanced artillery. So the 2 mountain get boosted up to 3s. Miss. And then I've got 2 advanced artillery at 4. That's cocked. Hit. And just to be on the safe side, I'm going to roll the 1 medium bomber. Hit. Okay. So then I've got 1 at 4, the infantry. Miss. Okay, well, that is what happens. So I do take that. That's worth 1. So America goes up to 62, and Germany drops to 53. Okay, and non-combat movement. Let's go over here. Okay, so I end up taking this with 2 mountain and 2 advanced artillery. And this medium bomber, I think I'll fly it to here in Catalonia. Okay. And that could be, should I go to Gibraltar or should I go back? Should have thought this out. I think it's probably pretty tempting to go back. I want to double check. I'm fairly confident that medium bombers are 5. And then I could make it all the way back. Yeah, 5. So coming from an airbase, I could go back to, let's go all the way back to southern England. Okay, there's an interesting little rule about going into port. If you debarked units that were involved in amphibiously assaulting and capturing a territory that you just captured, you can go into port there. So right now there's a German transport and 3 American transports in port there. Unusual situation. Let's see what else I want to do. Okay, from southern England, this naval transport will leave port and strategic naval move down to New York and go in port. This guy will leave port from Gibraltar and strategic naval move in port in New York. Don't need those anymore. Okay. From Washington, D.C., I'm going to have these 2 airborne move up into the northeast. From New York, I'm going to have 2 infantry and 1 artillery move up to New England. This destroyer that's in Sea Zone A30. Oh, I did not get that on camera, did I? Okay, this destroyer that's in Sea Zone 30, Atlantic 30, will go 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way over off the coast of Baja in P76. And these 2 coastal submarines will move over 1 space to A44. So from A43 to A44. In whatever it is that's southwest of Panama, that sea zone, it might be 76. I'm going to move over to sea zone. Oh, I called these. I said that destroyer was in sea zone 76. I mean to say it's in sea zone 31. It goes up to the west of Baja, whereas this guy goes in port in Hawaii. The guy that was just there in across Panama. Now let's get, I don't think I have anything over there, anything else over there. So let's get the camera over here. these two battleships that were in Hawaii, that's how I'm supposed to say it, go to over here to Midway, and they go in port. Now, I don't know if he wants to, I don't think he wants to hit me with his kamikazes, but if he does want to take a shot at them, they're just passing through that sea zone, so he does have a chance to hit them. Let's see what else I got on my to-do list. Okay, I'm going to do a little shuttle where the transport in San Francisco picks up 2 infantry, carries it over to Midway, drops off the 2 infantry in Midway, and then goes in port in Midway. Meanwhile, the transport that's in port in Midway will go 1, 2, 3 back into port in San Francisco. So there's kind of a swap. From San Francisco, the 2 light cruisers and destroyer are gonna leave port, go over to Midway, and then go into port. Seaplane will fly from San Francisco to Midway. All that stuff's in Midway. So, okay, and then from San Francisco, 4 Marines are going to strategic rail move to New England. So New England will have 2 infantry, 4 Marines, and a advanced artillery. Okay, on to place units. From San Francisco, a anti-aircraft artillery is going to embark and then travel down to Sydney, and let's see if we can get that on camera without bumping my thing too much. Okay, here we go. Go down to Sydney and debark in Sydney. Easy peasy. Okay, and then also in San Francisco, I'm going to place this heavy cruiser in port in San Francisco. Okay. I think that's it for that side of the map. Oh no, I want to place 2 Marines in San Francisco. Okay, I think that's it for that side of the map. Now we'll come over to the East Coast for placement of units. Okay, so I've got that heavy strategic bomber. And I'm going to put that in Washington, D.C. The naval transport is going to get placed in port here in New York. Oops. 5 advanced artillery are going to go into New York. One infantry will go in New England, and the other one will go in the Northeast. Okay, so New England has 3 infantry, 4 Marines, and 1 advanced artillery, and New York has 5 advanced artillery. The Northeast has 2 airborne infantry and 1 regular infantry, and Washington, D.C. has 4 militia and a heavy strategic bomber. The last thing is to lend-lease a fighter to the Free French. It will embark in Washington, D.C. The reason something like that's important is I could build it, even like New York. If I wanted to embark in New York, I could build it at a factory in Washington, D.C., send it to the naval facility in New York. Then I name where it's going to travel, which is northern Algeria, and it takes the shortest route between those two, so it debarks there in northern Algeria. Okay, the last thing that we've got is I'm going to PBE the capture of the German naval transport in Galicia, Lyon. Got this all teed up to see what happens. Okay, on a 1 to 9, it's scuttled. On a 10, 11, or 12, it's captured. I got a 25% chance. Let's see what PBE says. It's a 7, so it is scuttled. United States has 62, plus 12 is 74, plus I saved one, so I end the turn with 75. Next up is Panzer J with 13.1 Germany.